Hi there, it's Mark Sebastian, the founder of Option Pit, and this is the Vol Report reminder, the Stock and Option Volatility Report reminder. This is for education purpose only. Shouldn't be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Consult a financial professional if you have questions. So hey, here we are. We got a little bit of the quote-unquote Brexit bounce. So it looks like there's a Brexit deal. Black Friday didn't go so bad, neither, and it looks like Cyber Monday is absolutely killing it. Speaking of Cyber Monday, the Option Pit store, everything, today's the last day, everything in our store is 50% off. That means trading daily options, trading daily and weeklies, trading calendar spreads, everything on the VIX, even our master classes are half off. So that's a pretty darn good deal, and you can see that is a pretty good. You should go to optionpit.com, then click on courses, and you can purchase anything that you want. All right, so let's talk about what's happening. So here's what I like that I'm seeing. You can see kind of the indexes are up across the board. The NASDAQ is leading. The Dow is kind of up with that along with the S&P. The Russell 2000 is by far the leader. So you've got the IWM and the NDX, the NASDAQ and the NDX leading. That's usually a good sign. That's usually a good sign that today might actually be a rally. All right. We have this kind of Brexit deal that looks like it might actually happen. You've got in the individual ETFs, leadership is coming from biotechs. It's coming from technology, but you're also getting a big push out of financials. So technology and financials moving together, those are the two that have been kind of the worst. And even energy is up. Energy has been kind of slammed around. USO seems to have finally gotten a bid, which is kind of, not something we've seen. But, if I'm going to buy this rally, I really want to see some more strength out of Apple. I'd like to see Apple actually catch a bid and move itself significantly higher instead of just kind of flopping around, which is kind of what it's tended to do over the last few weeks and months. That's the one thing that kind of bugs me about the performance of Apple as of late, is that it just looks super weak and unable to carry anything. So I'd like to see it catch some sort of legit bid if I'm going to think that it's actually going to move. And I've got some ideas on things I might do if I think Apple's gonna keep going. Some trades I could do that would potentially profit for me. And so, we'll be playing around with Apple today again. We're going to look at Costco and Walmart. I think Walmart's really interesting. I heard on the news they actually now have more servers than Amazon. So I'm kind of fascinated in the investments that Walmart is making. And I'm looking forward to kind of seeing what that stock does as it starts reporting on its Black Friday sales and how it's performing. Same thing with Target, Black Friday, and I think I'm also really interested in kind of what this Cyber Monday ends up looking like. So retail is going to be interesting. So keep an eye on XRT. I think that could be a fascinating one. Keep an eye on VIX. The one thing I'd say, VIX isn't giving up the ghost at all. Take a look at VIX. Yeah, it's 20. And the D's future is, call it 1970. And you can see that really the entire front end of the curve is still pretty darn steep. So I wouldn't feel overly confident that VIX is going straight up and VXX is going straight down. Yes, vol is in, but the verdict is out, is what I would say, is that the verdict is absolutely out. And I personally would not be overly excited by anything I'm seeing here right now in terms of how vol might react. Now, if we end up with a day up 35, 40, or 50, that actually could work out, because we've had so many down days. I think we actually maybe need a nice real knee jerker. What I'd like to see is a knee jerker with a little bit of follow through and a run back in the S&P. And I'll close here. We need a run back in the S&P at least to the 200 day. I mean, the S&P has gotten punched in the face the last week. So until we see that kind of a real run back above 2760, so almost 100 points from now, I think we're in some trouble. You can see the 50 days have been on a slow decline. Even the 200 day is on a slow decline now, not on a slow run. So there's some negatives here. But you got to wonder with now that kind of things are over, are we going to start hearing some implications to the Fed that, hey, maybe we're ready to slow up? My guess, yeah, and that could lead to some positive runs. All right, folks, like I said, last day to take advantage of our Cyber Monday sale. Don't miss out. I hope everybody has a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.